the end of the day, she has two businesses that may not be viable when this is over because, you know, one, she's going to be behind rent on her one business. Her other business, the preschool, they're waiving rent because that's a church. So they're just waiving rent. She's good on that one. The other business, she doesn't know. She just doesn't know if she's going to be able to ever pull the public back in time to save the business, you know? So
Yeah.
that's what's going on with us.
How about Bethany?
Yeah, but Bethany's working on her house. Her
right.
and Matt are working on the house. Yeah. The kids are, you know, for summer, but the things that they like to do, you know, nature walks and hikes and all that kind of crappy stuff is starting to open up again. But you know, everybody's going there, so it's risky.
Yeah, it is.
Personally, I wouldn't be going there, but.
All right. Well, you know, thoughts and prayers are with you and all your family.
Yeah.
Any of your kids,
Okay,
any of your grandkids want to say hello?
They're all quiet, so that makes me think that they're either eating or doing
Oh, they're into
outside.
your pot stash.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, Jimmy, you're next. Tell us about what's going on in your world, Jim.
Go ahead.
James.
His dog is going on in his world.
Oh, I see. Jim, tell us what's going on in your world.
In my world,
Yeah.
I'm retired.
Excellent. You and
Yeah,
Judy and
yeah.
Mom.
I'm retired. I'm an old guy now, so I have to retire.
You didn't
Oh,
get the message about the
I
hat,
went
did
to
ya?
work. My last day at work was March 3rd. As you know, I worked at the homeless shelter.
Yeah.
When I went in on March 2nd, I got tested for COVID. Me, my boss, and the kid that works with me in the kitchen. The next day I come in, which was the 3rd, and I had just came back from being off for a week from being sick, and my boss tested positive, and the kid in the kitchen tested positive. So I pretty much never went back. I dodged a bullet that day.
You tested negative, though?
Huh?
You tested negative?
I tested negative, yes.
Wow.
And let me tell you, it was the worst 24 hours of my life. So, anyways, they told me I tested negative, but I freaked out anyways. I was like, okay, you tested me. Now you're telling me a day later that I tested negative. After these people tested positive, I could have got it that day because I worked the following day. So I freaked out and called my doctor. I went to this secret place I don't know if they're secret anymore, but I went to a secret place over in Brockton, hidden down in some industrial park, where they covertly took me in, and they you know, listened to my lungs and all that stuff, and sent me immediately over for a MRI at another secret place, because they weren't widespread doing stuff like this.
No way.
And then a couple hours later, after sweating it, the doctor said that no, I just had mild COPD, and that was it. But they never retested me. So I've been in the house ever since. I go to the store, but I wear a mask.
Yeah.
I haven't gone back to my job. I don't feel comfortable doing that. It's putting my life and everybody else's life in danger is what it's doing. My wife is still working, but she works 11 to 7, so she has no contact with the clients, and she is practicing safety herself too. So basically, that's all. I've been sitting in my house doing not much of anything, just waiting.
Yeah, we've all been doing the same thing.
Well, I mean, it's kind of now, yeah, you know, it's kind of scary to hear about, you know, a lot of people that I know. Just recently, someone just passed away because of it. So, yeah, I don't want anybody in my house. I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't want to visit anybody. When I go to the supermarket, I stay away from everybody. It's Tracy. Yesterday was the second time I saw the baby in about a month and a half. So that kind of sucks. But I FaceTime her every night. So it's kind of, you know, it's a shitty thing. but we all going through it. Gary graduated, as you guys know.
Yeah.
His the police and the what do you call it? The principal come by the other day and stuck a sign on my lawn, which scared the hell out of me because I didn't know who they were. Thought they were coming to get me.
You go over there with the shotgun?
Auntie Judy has sent Gary a sign for his graduation, which is hidden in my closet.
Aw.
Which, if it's at all possible, if we could arrange a drive-by maybe next weekend. His graduation technical day is the 18th. I mean, the 28th. So I was going to wait until that day, or, you know, till around that time. If you guys
It's Thursday.
are willing to do that, that would be awesome. Because he's
Well,
been in his room for a month and a
If you want
half.
to do that, I'll be happy to join in.
Yeah,
my
he's
kid said
just
they were
been in his
jealous.
room. He hasn't done anything. I mean, he has to deal with his little brother all day long, too, playing video games in the next room, screaming and all. But it's very depressing to see this and that. You know, it was a big thing in his life, and now we can't even fulfill it. So kind of sucks. There's a lot of kids out there that I'm sure feel the same way. But
Yeah.
Absolutely.
this is my grandson, and I feel that he should have had his day. And unfortunately, he didn't. So as miserable as the kid is always anyway, this just adds to it. So that would be kind of nice.
So we thought we'd
Maybe-
have a parade with as many cars as possible where we drive by and beep and wave and we'll hang
Yeah.
kids out the windows.
That would be cool. That would be awesome.
Yeah,
There
I
is a
heard
sign
that.
up there, but your sign is still hidden, Judy. So
We can rip
I
up
didn't
all
put
our
that one out
COVID
yet.
masks and make confetti out of them and throw them on your lawn. No, wait a minute.
yeah.
That might help. All right.
there,
good
But
just
boy.
tell me
I mean,
when.
it is what it is. We all have to do our part, I guess. And so far, so good, I guess. Apparently, we're all still here. We're all still doing good. Hopefully. That's it.
All
Love you,
right.
Mom.
Thank you.
All right, well, that brings us to our next sibling who's not here. And speaking of all of us who aren't here, you know, I can't let this day go by without recognizing losing Matthew. I wish Teresa were on this call, but for her reason, she's not. Liz, do you have any messages from her?
No, no.
All right. Oh, Mark Jr. is joining the call. I'm going to let him in.
Who?
Little Mark.
Oh,
There he is. He's cannot connect. There's little Mark. Hey, nice porn star mustache.
Mustache, nice.
We can
Good
hear
for you.
Mark, and can you hear us? Oh yeah, he's still connecting to audio.
Here he is.
Hello.
All right, we were just commenting on your
Hey.
porn
Get
star
one of
stash.
those headphone things.
Yeah, I got that from all my friends yesterday.
Nice, beautiful. Yeah. Who is next? Mark is next. Mark, what's new in your world, brother?
Well, same as everybody else. I mean, Lisa's still working. She's working. She's up in like the Hideaway. She's not there now, but she's been working since day one. And like Susie, she hasn't really left the house in 2.5 months, except for today. She went to go see her mom. But I think she's just gonna like do a slow drive-by, throw a plant at her out the window, and keep going.
That's the hawk away.
That is the walk away.
Hawk away. Right.
It's been pretty quiet down here. Lisa's really getting to that point where she's depressed about being in the house so much. The
Yeah.
reason she wanted to move down here is shopping, beaches, and restaurants, all three of which we can't go to.
Are you going out
So
in
she's
your
been
backyard?
cooped up in the house.
Are you going outside in your backyard?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, weather permitting, and she does go for walks, but she's just paranoid about walking within, she's taking it much more serious than I am. So she doesn't want to go near anybody. If somebody's across the street, she'll turn around and come back.
That's her too, exactly. And I go to Stop and Shop and I lick off all of the top.
That's the only way to get it clean. You gotta
I'd
lick.
rather touch my own shit. That's my opinion. Anyway. And how
But
about
we're
Jesse?
doing okay. We're partially open again. You know,
Okay.
Baker Thursday, I think, said if your storefront is 10,000 square feet or less, you can have 3 employees in there. So
Nice.
at least I've been back working, but I go to the office anytime I can just to get out of the house. And she doesn't think she's ever gonna go back to work. She does IT, kind of like what Steph does, slightly different, but she can work 100% remote, so that's what she's gonna do. And she thinks going forward, she's probably not ever gonna go back to the office. I wish I could work remote, but we can't do that. But I kind of would rather be out of the house than stuck in the house anyway. Lots of projects to do, and going back and forth to the office keeps me busy enough. Another couple of weeks, I think they're gonna open the beaches, the restaurants limited. So at least we can get out and, there's one thing being able to cook for yourself, but we want to be able to sit down and have somebody else cook for us, because cooking for yourself gets old real fast.
Yeah, it
It
does.
does. It's getting real old. We've been getting deliveries though.
Well, yeah, that too, but even then, she makes the kid leave it on the driveway and drive away before she go outside and get it.
Nice. All right. Well, that's going to happen, from time to time in this day and age. I guess. And how's Jesse doing?
Jesse's good. I invited, I got Mark on the call. I invited Jessie too. I don't know if she's going to join in, but she was home for a month when she had the surgery on her foot. She was here for a month and a half.
Oh, she did have
And
the
went back to
surgery.
Cali, had a quarantine for 2 weeks, and now she's back to work. But because of all the stuff going on, she's actually doing part-time. She'll work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and somebody else will do Thursday, Friday, then they switch the next week. But she's kind of going stir crazy herself because she wants to go out and do stuff. And California, I think, just reopened the beaches, so maybe she's got more going on than we do. And I think they're back up into the 90s temperature-wise. So she's
She
got
made
more to do
colonel
than-
yet, or she's still Lance Corporal?
Yeah, Lance Corporal, she probably can get meritorious to sergeant within the next year.
Wow. And how much longer she got to go? Another 2.5 years or something, right?
This September, she'll have 2 years left.
Oh, so she'll be at her halfway point. And I don't think she's re-enlisted,
Yeah.
right?
Hey, Mark.
No, she wants out.
She left boot camp as a Lance Corporal. Didn't she already just get promoted to something else?
Yeah. I think
Oh, yeah,
she just became
she's full
corporal.
corporal now. Yeah, she's not a Lance anymore. So sergeant's the next rank, and then you need to have like a sergeant move up or retire or get out of the service to make room for another sergeant.
Didn't even know that. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
you can have a million corporals, but once you hit sergeant and up, you need space for them.
Because there's a set amount of
Yeah.
non-NCOs, non-commissioned officers.
Yeah.
Cool. Anything else you want to add?
No, that's pretty much it for me.
All right, I'm next. And I've always worked from home, at least for about 15 years now, 12 years maybe. So working from home hasn't impacted me at all, except it's getting really crowded now because I used to work alone from home, but now I'm working with my lovely wife, and it's weird because I'll be in this office, she'll be in the bedroom. Then I want to take a break, and she's got to go down to the basement, and then I'll come down to the living room, and she goes to the office, and it's like we're playing like, we got 3 separate office spaces set up that either one of us can work in. So it's been challenging. And we're eating from, we did a couple of really big grocery shops right in March, and then we've been using like Amazon to deliver and stuff like that, or just getting food from like Grubhub and delivery, DoorDash and stuff like that. But she's more busy now than when this whole thing started, and I'm a little bit less busy than when things started. But my work has really just been about the same. It hasn't really changed much yet, except that I think a lot of my clients are now starting to work from home too. So I find like I've become the technical support for them to set up things like this, so that we can work together like that. But birds are good. We have a cat, as you know, that Steph wanted really bad.